You guys, today I'm going to be doing a mini eyebrow tutorial. I have had a couple people to request this video, so I'm just going to do a small little tutorial today, and I'm going to go ahead and go over a couple of the products that I'm going to use. Depending on if you like gel or pencil, you want to have your sharpened pencil. This is my Nika K eyebrow pencil. It's a dark brown pencil that I love to use for my eyebrows. You also want to have a Q-tip. This is to better help you to shape everything out once you've lined your eyebrows and filled everything in. I also have my alcohol pad because I usually dip my Q-tip in here when I line up if I need it. Sometimes I can just do my eyebrow and perfect it on the first time and I don't need to actually use the Q-tip, but it is a good tool to use, especially if you go all out, you know, out of the circumference of the eyebrow and you just need to shape everything in. You can use any flat brush to do the concealer on your eyebrows, but this is just one that I grabbed and I've used before. It worked fine for me. You can use like a medium size flat brush as well, so it really don't matter. You just want your brush to be as flat as possible just to line up the eyebrow. Please make sure that you get a concealer that's closer to your skin tone when it comes to lining up your eyebrows. Most people, you don't really have to use this. This is just a step that some people like to go to. Like sometimes most work days, I don't even use concealer. I get up, draw my eyebrows, and I'm done. Like I don't use concealer. I am going to show the concealer method, and if you just want to draw your eyebrows and leave it as plain, no concealer. I'm going to first start by just brushing my eyebrow hairs. Brushing them in real good. What I like to do before I start filling my eyebrows in, I like to go ahead and draw them out first just to kind of make sure that they even as good as possible, and then I fill them in. I always start with my bottom line first, and then I start from the back of the top of my eyebrow and just kind of make my way to the front. Okay. So you can see I got my eyebrow lined up, got my point. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this one before I start to fill them in. I'm gonna go ahead and line this one out as well. And as you can see, this eyebrow here is more arched than this one. So this is a good reason why you should go ahead and line it out first, so you can kind of line them up accordingly to make sure that they're even as possible. So like over here, I'm gonna kind of bring it up just a little bit just to make sure that it's evened out. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start to fill them in. Okay, what you want to do, as you can see, I'm only going to bring it about 3/4 towards the front of my eyebrow. I don't want it to be all the way here, so I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, fill this out. And then I'm going to take the end of my brush, the spoolie part of my brush, and I'm just going to brush it in. Want to make sure I brush the back end first. And then the excess product that's on the end of my pencil, I'm just going to bring that to the front. Okay, as you can see, I got my eyebrow. It's not too dark, it's not too light, but this is where your Q-tip is gonna come into play when it's time to line it up. Usually I just take an end, I dip it into my alcohol, and then what I do with this end is twist it to get it as tight as possible. So what I do, I usually start from the front of my eyebrow when I'm lining it up. And this tip, by it being tight, it helps it better line the eyebrow. So you want to make sure that it's very tight, tight as you can get it. Now you see I'm just going to go along the edge of my eyebrow to line it up. Okay, so as you can see, the bottom is lined up real good. So now I'm going to go to the top of my eyebrow. Okay, so now as you can see, my eyebrow is nice and neat. I think the alcohol kind of makes it, cleans it up real good as well. So if I want to just leave this as this is perfect. But if I want to use my concealer, I can go ahead and I'll show you the concealer as well. If you just want to line it up with the concealer. But as you can see, I really don't need any concealer. It's a perfect eyebrow with no concealer at all. So I usually just take a dab of concealer, put it right here on your hand. Make sure you get your brush, and I just make sure that I pat all around both sides of my brush, making sure that it's flat as possible inside the concealer. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just go in, start from the back. I'm just gonna bring it around. I want you to just dab a little more. You don't want to use too much concealer. So now you want to take your buffing brush and just kind of buff that concealer in. And as you can see, because it's the same tone of my skin, you don't really see any halo lines at all. Everything is blending in nice and smooth with my skin. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the top of my brow. Want to do the same thing, just tap around. Okay, I'm just gonna go here and start from the back. Okay, then I'm just gonna make my way around. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing, just buff it around. So a nice seamless brow. As you can see, I went ahead and did my other eyebrow off camera. This is with concealer, this is without concealer, just alcohol. So they look about the same. I just think that the concealer just brings a little more enhancement to the eyebrow. So yeah. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in to my eyebrow tutorial today. Be on the lookout for more tutorials. If you have any requests that you would like me to do, go ahead and drop a comment or either inbox me. And I'll see you guys again on the next video. Bye bye.